Have you ever heard the phrase, "A picture speaks 1,000 words"? My name is Tracy Ryan, and today I want to give you 3 tips on how visual communication can help your management system. Before we start, don't forget to leave your comment at the end with any tips you'd like to share with our followers, and activate the bell to receive notifications whenever we publish new content. When we use a visual resource, we are able to turn something very complex into something much simpler to understand. This is essential, especially for those who work with management systems. Sometimes we create a very complex process inside our heads, and when it comes to communicating it to people who are not part of the quality or compliance department, it becomes much more difficult to understand. And then we think, when it comes to practice, it'll be simpler. But sometimes all it takes is a well-designed infographic to visually demonstrate how the process will work. I like to use sustainability reports from organizations as an example. It's very good to use these reports as an example because they are designed to be shared with the market. So people think, what's the easiest way to convey an understanding of what we're trying to say? We use infographics and images a lot, and this serves as an example for us too. Can we better exemplify our processes and projects so that all employees understand the message? We mustn't forget that a well-designed look attracts much more attention. How many times have you been to an event with lots of stands and noticed almost none of them? Many didn't catch your eye, didn't interest you, but there was that stand that invested in visual identity and structure, and that caught your eye. The same thing happens with files. If you're going to present something and you use the traditional PowerPoint template, you're unlikely to hold people's attention. It's essential to think about aesthetics as well as visual resources to keep attention. You can use videos, infographics, photos, depending on the context of your presentation. I'm sure you've attended a lecture with a PPT full of text. It's hard to pay attention to what the person is saying while trying to read everything on the screen. When you have an image, you can visualize what is being said. This image contributes to a much better understanding than a bunch of text. So, think about it. The image attracts attention and helps to better capture the message you want to convey. And the third tip, putting data into images makes decision-making easier. Let's say I say, 77% of our processes are faulty, the other 23% are okay. You realize that the figure is high, but you still need to think about it. Now, if I put this on a pie chart and use red for what's bad, it's much more visible. You can see the situation quickly, especially if there are several negative KPIs. This allows for faster and more conscious decision-making. Those were the 3 tips I wanted to share with you today. I hope I've helped you. What are you implementing in your organization? Let us know in the comments. It could help other followers here on the channel, and even our own processes here at QMS. See you next time.